resilience-building programs, they're breaking cycles and creating brighter tomorrows. Lake Norman Woman is proud to support and recognize Pharaoh's Parenting as one of the nonprofit organizations impacting our community at the Lake Norman Woman of the Year Gala presented by OptiMed. Because strong families build strong communities.
The following is a paid program and does not necessarily reflect the views of WSIC.
Good morning and welcome to Heart Mooresville, your small town radio show with a big heart. I'm your host, Christine Patterson, and we have guest co-host Alyssa Anderson this morning. Thank you for joining us again. You're always kind enough to fill in for us when we need you to. Alyssa is our experience and engagement marketing manager for the town of Mooresville. So she is the one that promotes all of our shows, concerts, all of our special events, festivals that we have going on. Lots to talk about today, later with what's upcoming. And then we have some special guests in the studio today. I'm super excited to talk to you all. We have Mark, Dani, and Carmen of The Chain. Good morning.
Morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I am so excited. We're going to hear some music from you guys later. So The Chain is a Fleetwood Mac tribute band. And when I say that it is a true Fleetwood Mac experience, it truly is. I mean, they've got the look going on. I'm standing here looking at Stevie Nicks, Christine McVie. Like, it really, like, truly, they've got the look, they've got the sound. They have it all. So I think it's going to be the closest thing that you can get to a Fleetwood Mac show here in Mooresville, right? Because I don't think they're going to be coming anytime soon.
You never know.
Maybe, but I think you're going to feel like they're here on July 11th.
Yes.
This Friday at Liberty Park. So we're going to talk more to The Chain after we come back from the break. But before we do, we like to keep our listeners informed with In the News. All right. So a couple things going on. There's that music. Hey, it's live radio, guys. Sometimes we have delays. All right. I wanted to give a shout out to Assistant Chief Faust with the Mooresville Police Department. So Chief Faust she's our second assistant chief. She's awesome. She helps us so much with our special events downtown. She has actually been chosen to go to Quantico. She's heading to Quantico, one of Mooresville's own, to participate in the 295th session of the FBI National Academy. It's in Quantico, Virginia. It's a comprehensive 10-week residential program where participants receive world-class academic instruction. They undergo intense physical training, so she's going to be tired when she gets back.
Yeah.
And they have opportunities to network with law enforcement leaders from all around the world. More than 50,000 graduates have completed the program, representing all 50 states and more than 170 countries and more than 10,000 law enforcement agencies. Assistant Chief Faust, so I have to tell you a little bit about her. She's pretty accomplished with the Mooresville Police Department. So she has been with us for 29 years with the Mooresville Police Department. She began her career as a patrol officer in 1997. She was the first traffic officer and helped basically lay the foundation for the department's traffic unit and what that looks like today. She's the first female captain, and she became captain in April of 2020. And then, of course, now she's the first female assistant chief in the department's history and currently holds the distinction of being the longest-serving MPD female officer. So we are very, very glad to have her. She brings so much to the department and to our town. So congratulations and hang in there while she's gone for this 10 weeks in Quantico.
It sounds like Quantico's going to have something to learn from her.
I think so. Right? It sounds more
experience, yes.
Yeah, it sounds more like that.
She said she had to figure out how to run 6 miles, and that's where I was like, I'm out.
Yeah. No, can't do that. So Quantico, watch out. We're sending Chief Faust up there. She's a firecracker.
She is.
Too, so.
She might be running it by the time it's over.
Yeah, I mean, who knows? I also want to talk about the Cat Cafe that is potentially coming to Mooresville. So first of all, do you all know what a cat cafe is?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So it is a cafe where you can have coffee, tea with cats. It's such a unique concept. And I think a couple people have tried to bring one to Mooresville. There's one in Charlotte.
Mm-hmm.
And yep, there is one in Charlotte.
I'm in Salisbury. We've got one over there, too.
Oh,
So,
good.
yeah.
So they're around.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Meow. I do a good cat. Meow. So you can't tell the difference.
No.
So we could potentially be having one in the Lake Norman area in Mooresville if all goes according to plan. So Ronnie LaBarbera and Amy Doughton are both businesswomen and founders of the nonprofit cat rescue, Cats of Davidson. And they've long sought to open a cat cafe to promote the adoption of adult cats in Lake Norman. So the Cats of Davidson already exists in the Lake Norman area, and this would be a separate business. They've hit a few roadblocks along the way, though, because of zoning issues in North Mecklenburg County and Iredell County towns. But because of our great planners in Mooresville, they've been working with town planners, and it may be a possibility that they will be able to open one. So on June 24th, the planning board actually voted that they were in support of it and that it could go to the full board. So hopefully when they vote on that rezoning, they will be able to open their business establishment where patrons can interact with adoptable or resident cats in a designated lounge area while consuming food and snacks and beverages that are prepared in a separate compliant food service area. Because I know that's, obviously cats, you don't want the food probably prepared because you might get some cat hair in that. So just so everyone feels confident about it.
It won't come out of the kitchen with cat hair.
No,
Cats
it will
here,
not.
Food here.
When it
Exactly.
enters the
Never
cat
the
area,
twain
that's on you, though.
That's exactly right. It's prepared in a separate area. So that's pretty cool. I hope we get to see that. But and it will just also, so it cannot have a working kitchen. So what they're going to do is partner with local businesses that will provide baked goods and coffee, tea, beer, and wine. So, all of those things are safely prepared at another location, and then they can consume those while visiting the cats and hopefully adopting one.
That's exciting. So if I come back from lunch with swollen eyes because I am allergic to cats, you know where I was.
Yeah. Oh, are you allergic to cats?
I am, but I love them.
So you won't be going to the cat
I
cafe?
will be going.
Okay.
I just will.
So you like cats?
I'll just take some Benadryl beforehand.
Okay. So we'll hang out at the cat cafe. Would you all go to the cat cafe?
Absolutely.
Oh, sure.
Yeah. It sounds like a fun experience. And a lot of cats need adoption.
Yeah.
So you might bring home a furry friend. You never know. Also, want to give everyone just a heads up about the new auto insurance provisions that are now in effect in North Carolina. The North Carolina Insurance Commissioner Mike Causey is reminding residents to be aware of the changes to automobile insurance policies that took effect on Tuesday. The changes, which are a result of a recently enacted legislation that will impact insurance premiums for some policyholders, including for experienced and inexperienced drivers in North Carolina. Some of the key changes are increases to minimum liability limits for insurance policies and surcharges for new drivers, as well as changes to the points for convictions of moving violations. If you want to know more, you can read that at the NCDOI. There's a fact sheet that explains each of the changes in detail. And then you can always reach out to them at the NCDOI number at 855-408-1212. So stay in the know and know what's going on with those policies. I think I have liability on one of mine, so I think mine's going to definitely go up.
I'd have to look, yeah.
Also, I think we should do the meowing for the entire show. I think we need to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like
definitely.
If you feel the need to applause, the cat sound is one. So it's the applause
I like
today,
that.
so
I like
yes,
that.
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yes, I like that. The cat should be the applause. All right. Well, after the break, we are going to talk to our special guests, Mark, Dani, and Carmen of The Chain, and hear all about their band. And you can see them on July 11th. We'll be right back here in Heart Mooresville after the break.
Stay in the know with all things Mooresville. Heart Mooresville continues next on 105.9, 100.7 WSIC.
Well, Chantal finally moving away from the Carolinas after a grayer, cooler, and soggy Sunday. We're kicking off the new work week dry and hot. Plenty of sunshine. Temperatures warm well into the mid and upper 90s for a Monday afternoon. Just a pop-up shower or storm possible. We'll increase that shower and storm chance a bit. Still scattered, though, as we go toward the remainder of the work week. That's your forecast from the WSIC Weather Center. I'm meteorologist Chase Myers.
Here's your WSIC community calendar. Thursday, July 10th, the Langtree Live Outdoor Concert Series returns. Groove Skeletons make their Langtree debut. In 2024, they finished second in the Battle of the Bands and now bring their indie rock and fun stage presence to Exit 31 off I-77. Groove Skeletons play at 7 p.m. on Thursday in Mooresville at Langtree Live. Friday night at Brookdale Village in Huntersville is Live Under the Oaks. The Village stage welcomes the music of Joseph Gallo. Gallo is a pop and rock artist whose performance will get you to sing and dance along. Grab your lawn chairs and your blankets for the free show on the plaza. Brookdale restaurants will be open for dinner, and Red Rocks will be on site at the stage for beverages. We'll see you Friday night at 6 p.m. for the Joseph Gallo Show at Brookdale Village in Huntersville. The 500 Club in Statesville presents live music on Saturday with a performance by Caleb Davis. Davis is a graduate of the Berklee College of Music and plays his original songs and covers many genres from the 40s to today. Don't miss this 6 p.m. show. Visit the 500 Club online for more information on entertainment, food, beverages, and tea times. Bin 110 in Cornelius has live music Thursday, Friday, and Saturday nights. Pluto for Planet Duo plays on Thursday, July 10th. John Sullivan on Friday, and Hey Ladies on Saturday. Bin 110 offers a large selection of whiskeys, wines, cocktails, and small plates. Drinks, eats, and live music are yours at Bin 110 this weekend. The Cookout Summer Shootout Series is at Charlotte Motor Speedway for round number 8 on Tuesday, July 15th, when Boy Scouts and Girl Scouts get in free. Click on charlottemotorspeedway.com for more information on the Summer Shootout and other 2025 events. To keep up with all the events happening around the community and much more, including amazing local deals, download the WSIC News app today.
She's hot, and not in a fun way. You're both sweating, and nobody's happy. Cool off fast with Varsity Zone HVAC. Fast service, cold air, pure relief. Serving Mooresville and the entire Lake Norman area because summer shouldn't feel like a punishment. Visit varsityzone.com.
I heart Mooresville. Ooh, we should put that on a t-shirt. Sorry, New York. 105.9, 100.7 WSIC. Local starts here.
All right, welcome back to I Heart Mooresville, your small town radio show with a big heart. We are talking with Mark, Dani, and Carmen of The Chain, the Fleetwood Mac Tribute band that will be playing at Liberty Park this Friday, July 11th. We are so excited to have you guys play. Fleetwood Mac is personally one of my favorite bands ever. So I got to hear them practice on the break a little bit, which all of our listeners are going to hear in a little while. They're going to play a song. But it definitely, you guys, I mean, if you close your eyes, you're there. You're there.
Oh, thank you so much.
Yeah, it's amazing. Yeah, you're going to hear those cat sounds. So I guess I want to talk to you guys first. I want you all to kind of tell me a little bit about yourselves and then how you came to be in a Fleetwood Mac tribute band. So, Mark, we're going to start with you. Tell me a little bit about yourself.
Well, but whenever we get to the start of the band, we're going to go over to Carmen because she's the one behind all that. But no, I played music with Carmen previously, and she had been working on this whole type of Fleetwood Mac tribute thing for a while, and she calls me up and she says, "I want you to be my Lindsey Buckingham," and I said, "Oh, okay. Well, he's really good and sings really well, and do you think I can do this? Because I'm not going to say yes unless you think I can pull it off." And it's been 3 years, and
Wow.
we've been working really hard on it, and it really has come together.
Mark was my first and only call for Lindsey.
So you knew it. He was
absolutely.
Lindsey.
Absolutely.
Well, you sound great.
Well, thank you. And he has a
Yeah,
hat
you got
and a vest, and as long as I wear that, then I look enough
You're
like
Lindsey.
So it's
You're
great.
Lindsey.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it works,
Yeah, you
absolutely.
can't tell you apart.
Mm-hmm.
And then what about you, Dani? How did you end up in this band? And tell me a little bit about yourself.
So very similar. So I guess this was 2022, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So within that year and the years before, I had been playing and doing my own thing, playing at bars and restaurants and wherever, events, wherever they had music solo. And I ran into Carmen one day, and we met briefly that day. And randomly, she hits me up a little while later, and she's like, "I need you to be the Stevie Nicks in this tribute band. And I was like, I mean, what a dream. I'd always looked up to Stevie. My mom would play Fleetwood Mac and Stevie while she was cleaning the house. And so, like, I grew up loving the music. And I said, I mean, there's absolutely no way I can say no. And so she wrangled it all together, which we're about to hear about. Y'all are about to hear about. And it's been history since. I mean,
awesome.
It's been really cool.
I love it. Okay, Christine, Carmen. Tell me about yourself and why did you start this band?
So I've been playing music also in the Carolinas for the past 20 years. And I met Dani in probably 2021 and heard her play at a show that I just played at the same place. And she has that Stevie signature sound, and I knew it. And I wanted to form a Fleetwood Mac Tribute band for a while. And I knew that Mark could absolutely pull it off. He just didn't know that I was going to ask him. And and so we formed it in April 2022, and we debuted September 2022.
Oh, wow. So it's really, so 3 years now.
Yeah.
You guys have been playing. And tell me, do you guys tour? Or where's your normal?
We're in the Southeast for now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
we were in Tennessee last weekend.
Oh,
and
nice.
we were in Virginia the weekend before that, and we're back in Virginia. Yeah.
We're going to Tennessee next weekend.
There it is.
Wow. So it's pretty busy.
It's on my phone.
Every
the
weekend.
Calendar. I've got it. It's a lot.
Pretty full. Well, we're so grateful that you're going to take a stop in Mooresville to play. I think people are going to be very lucky to hear this experience on Friday. Fleetwood Mac is something we actually have wanted to bring a tribute band to the Rock the Park concert series for a couple years. There's so much. Like we only have 5 or 6 shows in these series, and there's so much we want to get in. I wish we could have it every weekend.
I've been trying to get in for 2 years.
Yeah, see, that's the problem.
I specifically wanted to play Liberty Park,
yes.
So I'm like personally super excited.
Yeah, I am
the stage,
too.
The park, the crowd. It's great there.
Yeah, and I think we're gonna have a great turnout.
And being this close to home for us too is really cool because we do travel a lot. So to be local in the area, it's just really awesome. We're all so excited.
Yeah. And so where do you guys hail from? Are you from the area?
In Salisbury, yeah.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I'm right next door.
Yeah.
Salisbury, Statesville,
Denver.
Oh, so you guys, and that makes it even better. So you guys are all local. And we do try to bring local artists as much as possible to the area. We want people to experience, different things from music from all over the Southeast, but we do try to kind of stay true to, Southern musicians in the area. We've had some South Carolina, some people out of like the Charleston area, but we do definitely try to have some from our own stomping grounds too. So I think, Dani, you actually had a little trip on The Voice, right?
America's Got Talent. But they're all the same.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. They're all the same. It's totally okay.
And I think we have a clip of that.
Oh, man.
That we're going to play.
We are really rooting for you, so we're all wishing you the best of luck, and we're really looking forward to hearing you. Good luck.
Thank you so much.
You say that you don't think I'm pretty. I said too many words come out of your mouth. You keep telling me that I'll never reach my dreams. Well, I say this ends right now. Well, I got the door and I'm swinging it wide open, and you're gonna let.
I think the reason I called it The Voice is because that voice. Oh my gosh, that voice.
Thank you. That clip is so cringy to me because, well, I don't know if I can legally say exactly what happened, but what they showed did not actually happen. So I hate watching it. But it's still really cool.
There's
The
a lot of
experience is
editing
really cool.
that happens, I think, is what she's saying.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. So, really quick, what was that experience like? I mean, was that like just I don't even have a word.
It was absolutely amazing. I mean, like, I joke about that, and I mean, really, that was the only kind of ding was like the editing of the show. But other than that, like the whole experience, and really, truly, I'm so thankful for it because it got me out in the world as a songwriter. You know, where I had been stuck. You know, kind of trying to find a way to break into that realm because I love to write as well. So that really, you know, kind of catapulted me into that world. So it was really amazing. I mean, all the people were so nice. They were so easy to work with. Like they were not like predatory or like vultures kind of thing. You know, you worry about that kind of thing, but they were all really amazing. So
that's
cool.
good. That's good.
Thank you.
So, you know, you talked about, it sounded like when we were talking about how you all got into this, that each of you kind of had a personal connection to Fleetwood Mac. I mean, enjoying their music and, you know, liking that. And so at the shows, are you playing anything that's outside Fleetwood Mac, or you really try to stick with Fleetwood Mac?
100% Fleetwood Mac.
That's awesome.
We're in full character.
But some Stevie Nicks solo things do come in there, so there's that.
Okay.
That's still within canon for us, if you will.
Okay.
So yeah, any of the solo artists or any of the Fleetwood Mac members that did solo stuff.
Yes.
We may add in
But that's it.
We may add in a Christine song coming up here soon.
We do.
Yeah. Nice.
But Edge of 17 and
Stand Back.
Stand Back and Stop Dragging My Heart Around. I get to sing like Tom Petty instead of Lindsey Buckingham, which is a lot easier for me. So that's great. You know, so but all those songs from Stevie Nicks solo stuff, which Fleetwood Mac would also do in their concerts.
Right,
So, I mean, it all ties together. And everybody who loves one is going to absolutely adore another. And we get to hear Dani sing like Stevie Nicks even more. So that's what we all want.
Yeah. So, obviously, you are Lindsey Buckingham.
Yep.
Stevie Nicks, Christina McVie. So, how do you get into character? I mean, you know, are there mannerisms? You know, have you done research? Like, how do you, you know, bring that kind of role to life?
You have no idea how many videos are on our band thread where, oh my God, look what he does on this one, or look what she does on this one. And, you know, in the end, the best way to do it is once you've delved in that deeply, you just soak it up and then you enjoy your own live experience whenever you're playing. But, you know, you kind of I've got the hat on. So the hat, you know, this is what, you know, makes me know that I'm in that realm. I'm Lindsey.
You're in character.
Point. So Dani with the shawls and good Lord, scarves and
all the things. And to add to that too, you know, the more that we absorb them, which we are all learning and like tweaking every single day, like even after years, we're still really working on our parts and doing it in the most true fashion. And it really, for all of us, I think it's really kind of like a method acting situation where you literally put themselves in your shoes. And for me, you know, when I'm out there, you know, I'm like envisioning what would Stevie be seeing through her eyes? What would she be experiencing right now? What would she be feeling with these songs? You know, and we all try to act that out, you know, even the Stevie and Lindsey tension and all that stuff. Like we really, it's really fun. It's really cool.
And for Christine, is there anything special you do?
Well, like Dani said, we're always working on it daily. But since Christine's passing, you know, I channel her and I meditate a lot before a show. That may sound weird, but I do that, and I come into character, and I feel her, and I pray to her, and I'm like, help me, you know, convey your talent.
Oh, I love that.
So,
all right. Well, we are talking with The Chain, and we will be right back after the break here on Heart Mooresville.
There's more Heart Mooresville on the way from 105.9 100.7 WSIC. Local starts here.
Well, Chantal finally moving away from the Carolinas after a grayer, cooler, and soggy Sunday. We're kicking off the new work week dry and hot. Plenty of sunshine. Temperatures warm well into the mid and upper 90s for a Monday afternoon. Just a pop-up shower or storm possible. We'll increase that shower and storm chance a bit. Still scattered, though, as we go toward the remainder of the work week. That's your forecast from the WSIC Weather Center. I'm meteorologist Chase Myers.
Hi, this is Bob McIntosh with the McIntosh Law Firm in Davidson. Since 1997, we have been committed to providing our clients with competent, caring, and experienced legal services. Learn more at McIntoshLawFirm.com.
With 5 area locations, Desco is your go-to resource for electrical supplies. Albemarle, Mooresville, Salisbury, Statesville, and Lexington. No matter where the job takes you, you're sure to be close to a Desco. Shop now at DescoInc.com.
Yeehaw for rodeo season at Harrison's, the home of work, western, and wow. Whether you compete or cheer from the stands, Harrison has the looks to help you wow the crowd. Get western classics and the latest styles from Harriet, Cinch, Rock and Roll Denim, and Wrangler. Find us in Mooresville.
Get ready, baseball fans. The Harbor Hippos are here to make a splash this summer. Catch the action starting May 30th at Huntersville Athletic Park. Season, group, or single tickets are now available. Head over to www.harborhippos.com to get your tickets and gear today. Don't miss out.
Jay White here from Central Line Realty. At Central Line Realty, we believe it's all about you. If you're selling a home, buying a home, or adding doors to your rental portfolio, put the team at Central Line Realty to work for you. Go to centrallinerealty.com and let's get started.
Smile like you mean it. At Clear Smile, we use the most advanced orthodontic technology in the world. The Light Force Braces system has been proven to be more accurate and faster than stock metal braces. Located in Birkdale Landing, book a free consultation online at clearsmilecharlotte.com.
Discover your next great experience at Kane Center for the Arts, where art and community come alive. From stunning gallery exhibits to captivating live performances, we're here to inspire, connect, and celebrate the arts. Visit canearts.org.
Welcome to a Bible Minute with Pastor Randy Mitchell from Temple Baptist Church in Statesville.
The Bible says in 1 John chapter 2, verse number 15, "Love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him." Folks, when God talks about loving the world is not just the breaking of the Ten Commandments. The world is a system, and the worldly system is orchestrated by Satan. It feeds off of our fleshly sinful nature, and it's everything about us that wants to influence us and affect our life toward things that dishonor God. The next verse talks about the lust of the flesh and the lust of the eyes and the pride of life. These are all the things, the categories of the love of the world. But obviously, a relationship with God is a love relationship. We have to make a choice. You can love the world or you can love God, but you can't do both.
Thanks for listening to a Bible Minute with Pastor Randy Mitchell here on WSIC.
Hi, this is Andy with Lake Mountain Coffee, located at 110 West Broad Street in Statesville. Did you know we also own and operate Statesville's first coffee roasting facility? We roast coffee beans for businesses, fundraising events, special occasions such as a wedding. We can even put a custom message on the back of your bags. If you're a company or simply someone with a coffee need, give us a call at 704-252-1886. And remember, if you want fresh, you must go local.
Home of the best talk.
WSIC. Local starts here.
This is a Bloomberg Money Minute. The nation's small business owners now have a slightly smaller outlook for their fortunes. The monthly sentiment measure from the National Federation of Independent Business shows a small slide in June, as many owners said their current product inventories are too high. Much of that caused by businesses stocking up more than usual ahead of tariffs. Nearly 1 in 5 said their biggest worry was taxes. The company best known as a giant in chocolate is trying to diversify beyond chocolate as consumer tastes change and as a never-ending series of climate challenges drives up the prices of the cocoa needed to make chocolate. To that end, Hershey is welcoming a new CEO. He's the current head of Wendy's, and before that spent 3 decades at Frito-Lay owner PepsiCo. Hershey's hope is that the success of snack sales at PepsiCo can be replicated. After Wall Street's roughly 1% pullback yesterday, stock indexes are splitting the bill today. Dow losing 0.25%, NASDAQ gaining 0.25%, S&P little changed. Andrew O'Day, Bloomberg Radio.
Nothing but the best talk.
The area's best talk.
WSIC.
Looking good, Mooresville. I mean, you're sitting at that traffic light too. Might as well be looking at something. Heart Mooresville continues now on WSIC.
All right, we're back with Heart Mooresville, talking with Mark, Dani, and Carmen of The Chain, who will be performing at Liberty Park this Friday, July 11th at 6:30 p.m. at Liberty Park. We are going to have beer. We're going to have food trucks. we will not have cats. And we're going to have a great concert experience with The Chain, a Fleetwood Mac tribute. One of the things that I want to mention is, I think tribute bands are so important because not everyone gets the opportunity to go see Fleetwood Mac, to go see the Eagles, to go see, Jimmy Buffett. And I think that's important that people can still experience that. Is that, have you found that to be true? Like that connection with people?
Yeah, absolutely. And, it was something that really I didn't see until we were doing this. But, you look out in the crowd and you're seeing some people that are reliving their whole life. You can just see that they're so in that moment with that music that they grew up on. That, it's really like doing something really good for their heart and their soul. And then you've got, people that are like my age or younger that will never get to see Fleetwood Mac as a band ever. So, you have those people that get to experience the music live like that. So it's really, like I said, before we were doing this and I was in this role, I didn't quite see that, but now we get to see it every night we play. It's really special.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
Yeah, I'm sure, that experience has evolved over the last couple of years, and it probably means something, so special to you guys too. I mean, even everything from like how and why you choose your songs, on the set list. What does that process look like?
Oh, it's fun. There's some degree of how familiar are they with the live shows, and a lot of people's experience. A lot of people went to a concert. 97 was whenever they got back together with Stevie and Lindsey, and they put out The Chain, and of course that played on VH1 constantly during those years. I'm old enough to remember, and so we did a set list that kind of mirrors that one, but then we've also looked at their other set list and say, okay, I mean, trust the people who did it. What plays and flows well together, and what have you. So yeah. That it is a bit of a process, but it's fun.
Now, you said, of course, The Chain, which is one of their songs. Now, is there any other significance other than, it was a huge and great song of Fleetwood Mac's to the name of the band? Why The Chain?
Well, so The Chain was the only song that was written by all 5 members of the band. Chain will keep us together, and that's pretty much us.
I like that.
Stevie Nicks' original verse lyrics. Lindsey wrote chorus lyrics. John and Mick Fleetwood, and our John McVie and our Mick Fleetwood are awesome, by the way. They're not here today, but I did want to call out our rhythm section because the band is called Fleetwood Mac for Mick Fleetwood and John McVie. So I mean, that's kind of important.
It is. Who are not here today. Thank you for shouting them out.
But they wrote that last section, and Christine added, musical elements also. So I mean, it's like literally everyone in that band. The only time they did that. Otherwise, you've got 3 primary songwriters, and you almost get a different feel from each of them. So you're going to a Fleetwood Mac show, but it's almost like a greatest hits of the 70s because you've got these Christine perfect pop songs, these Stevie dreamy kind of stream of consciousness type things. Lindsey's just angry because Stevie won't love him anymore, and I mean, it's fun to hear all those different aspects come out.
And they are excellent. Mark and Dani are excellent on stage playing that off. I know that you touched on that, but people have said that they come to the show to see these 2 perform. So their dynamic, their chemistry, and our chemistry across the stage is great.
Yeah, it's definitely. I think Fleetwood Mac, part of what made them such a great band and added to the just genius music that they made was all of that kind of drama behind the scenes too. Yeah. All of those emotions and just everything that was going on just made for some really great music, right?
Fuels the fire and fuels the music and the creativity for sure.
Now, they had so many different, I guess, eras, you would call them. I mean, from like the bluesy, kind of like rock area, the Rumors era, even the later years. Do you have a favorite era of music that you like to play of theirs?
I like asking this question on stage because I love getting the crowd read on team 70s or 80s because those feel different. You know, Everywhere and Seven Wonders and those songs have that kind of 80s pop sheen on them as opposed to the 70s stuff that's a little rougher. I'm team 70s all the way.
Okay.
I'm just a rock guy. So.
Yeah. We basically play the Rumors album plus.
Yeah. What is the hardest Fleetwood Mac song to play that you all
Oh,
find.
gosh, I've never thought about that.
Big Love is the hardest one for me to sing. I can guarantee you that.
There's a lot of moving parts on the keys on that, so yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
That's a tough one. What's yours? You're so all over the place on Seven Wonders that I'm always amazed hearing you do that you're nailing all that.
Well, thank you. That one's really fun. That one's definitely, it takes some finesse, and I don't know, Stand Back is really weird because that was a song that like I didn't necessarily like at first. I'm like, Stevie, what are you doing? But now that we've been doing it for this long, it's grown on me, and I like it. But I guess if I had to say the toughest one to learn was that one because it was harder to get into. But now I love it. So
okay, yeah, I'm sure that it probably helped you kind of evolve too.
Definitely, yeah.
Some of that music for sure.
Yeah.
So one of the things that we love doing here on I Heart Mooresville is playing games. So I want to play a game called Lyrical Challenge and see if you can guess the song that I say the lyrics to, okay? And guess what? They're all Fleetwood Mac songs.
It's going to make or break us.
Okay. So now here you go again. You say you want your freedom.
Ding, ding, ding.
Dreams.
Dreams.
Yeah, how do we submit?
Yeah, you just blurt it out.
Okay.
Yeah, we don't have any like official buzzer or anything. We need to get a buzzer, Bill.
We all need
a buzzer.
Our individual meows.
Yeah, or meow. Yeah, just meow. Meow when you want to say something, okay? Okay. You can never look back and you never look down.
I don't sing that one. I know.
Why are we stumped on this?
Oh, wow. That's tough.
Oh, I stumped them. Oh my gosh, this is
I
awesome.
feel so bad.
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
Now
I'm
we
going to
know
give
that
it to
she
you.
didn't tell us before the show.
Gypsy.
You never look back and you never look down? No way.
Where's that?
Am I wrong?
Yes.
Did I put the wrong song?
Definitely.
Okay, forget that never happened. Okay.
Yeah, let's run through it real quick.
Okay, you guys got to get this one. If you don't love me now, you will never love me again.
The Chain.
Yeah.
Meow.
Oh, yeah. Not the meow, sorry.
I climbed a mountain and I turned around.
Meow, meow.
Landslide.
Listen to the wind blow, down comes the night.
Yeah, with the Chain.
Good job, guys. Good job. Do you know how much I love you? Have you really ever known?
What is that again? You know how much I love you?
Do you know how much I love you? Have you really ever known?
I mean, it sounds like it could go in several, but...
I know. I can't tell if it's Christine or Stevie. Dang, I feel bad on this one. We should know all this.
That feels Christine to me.
We got more
It
study
says
into
Sarah.
Oh, that's not a lyric in Sarah.
There,
Do you know what?
maybe Sarah has some extended versions.
Oh, yeah.
There's a 17-minute version out there somewhere, so yeah.
Uncut version.
Yeah.
Well, you would think the Fleetwood Mac Tribute people would probably know, right? Right? I think this band would know. Okay, well, I stumped you because I'm making stuff up. So I'm just making them up.
No, they're extended cuts. Sarah was originally literally like
All right, we're gonna
12,
look this
15
up
minutes
after.
long whenever
No, it
Stevie wrote
probably-
and then they had to cut it down to 6 minutes or so.
It probably is. Those are hard. I probably
Maybe
shouldn't
that's
have
what it is.
given you obscure extended cut versions of them. now we're gonna look it up after. I'm just really testing your knowledge. No, thank you for playing, guys. Thank you. You guys did good. You got all of the normal ones, right? And then all right. Well, we are gonna take a break, and when we come back, we are going to get to hear a song from The Chain. So stay tuned. We'll be right back here on I Heart Mooresville.
As local as Mooresville. Christine Patterson and Don Smile host I Heart Mooresville on 105.9, 100.7 WSIC.
Well, Chantal finally moving away from the Carolinas after a grayer, cooler, and soggy Sunday. We're kicking off a new work week, dry and hot. Plenty of sunshine. Temperatures warm well into the mid and upper 90s for a Monday afternoon. Just a pop-up shower or storm possible. We'll increase that shower and storm chance a bit. Still scattered, though, as we go toward the remainder of the work week. That's your forecast from the WSIC Weather Center. I'm meteorologist Chase Myers.
Here is your WSIC community calendar. Thursday, July 10th, the Langtree Live Outdoor Concert Series returns. Groove Skeletons make their Langtree debut. In 2024, they finished second in the Battle of the Bands and now bring their indie rock and fun stage presence to Exit 31 off I-77. Groove Skeletons play at 7 p.m. on Thursday in Mooresville at Langtree Live. Friday night at Birkdale Village in Huntersville is Live Under the Oaks. The Village stage welcomes the music of Joseph Gallo. Gallo is a pop and rock artist whose performance will get you to sing and dance along. Grab your lawn chairs and your blankets for the free show on the plaza. Birkdale restaurants will be open for dinner, and Red Rocks will be on site at the stage for beverages. We'll see you Friday night at 6 p.m. for the Joseph Gallo Show at Birkdale Village in Huntersville. The 500 Club in Statesville presents live music on Saturday with a performance by Caleb Davis. Davis is a graduate of the Berklee College of Music and plays his original songs and covers many genres from the 40s to today. Don't miss this 6 p.m. show. Visit the 500 Club online for more information on entertainment, food, beverages, and tea times. Bin 110 in Cornelius has live music Thursday, Friday, and Saturday nights. Pluto for Planet Duo plays on Thursday, July 10th. John Sullivan on Friday, and Hey Ladies on Saturday. Bin 110 offers a large selection of whiskeys, wines, cocktails, and small plates. Drinks, eats, and live music are yours at Bin 110 this weekend. The Cookout Summer Shootout Series is at Charlotte Motor Speedway for round number 8 on Tuesday, July 15th, when Boy Scouts and Girl Scouts get in free. Click on charlottemotorspeedway.com for more information on the Summer Shootout and other 2025 events. To keep up with all the events happening around the community and much more, including amazing local deals, download the WSIC News app today.
Hello everyone, this is Joshua Doby, President of North Main Financial Group. At North Main Financial Group, we move to where you need us. Investment management, insurance planning, and estate strategies. No two people are the same, so we customize our planning based upon your needs. Reach out to us at northmainfinancial.com. That's northmainfinancial.com.
Call now to speak with iHeart Mooresville hosts Christine Patterson and Don Smile at 844-STUDIO-4. It's iHeart Mooresville on WSIC.
And we're back with iHeart Mooresville here on WSIC News. We've been talking with Fleetwood Mac Tribute group The Chain, and we are going to have a special performance of Dreams by Fleetwood Mac.
Your freedom. Well, who am I to keep you down, down? It's only right that you should live the way you feel it. Listen carefully to the sound of your loneliness, like a heartbeat drives you back. Stillness.
That was The Chain, a Fleetwood Mac tribute. I will say the world's best Fleetwood Mac tribute band. You can see them live at Liberty Park this Friday, July 11th at 6:30 p.m. We'll have food trucks, breweries, and one of the best Fleetwood Mac experiences that you can have.
Thank you so much.
Thank you all for performing. That was amazing. You sound
you.
great together. I mean, you guys, it's just it's
so
spot
much.
on. We get chills.
First time we've sang on the radio together.
That's right.
Well, you did
We've done
very
radio shows, we've done TV shows, but we've never sang. On
You
either.
did very
having
good.
us.
Very good. So if people want to find out more about The Chain and see where you're going to be next, do you have a website? How can they get in touch with you?
Yes, it's www.thechainband.com.
Okay.
Or The Chain Fleetwood Mac Tribute on socials.
Okay, and you can just send a message if people want to book
Absolutely.
you. And obviously you'll be at Liberty Park this Friday, but after that, where can they see you? Any upcoming shows in the area?
We are going to be at Lane Tree live August 7th, that Thursday.
Yes. Great.
Yes.
Okay. Well, you heard it, guys. The Chain Band. If you want a very, very authentic experience, Fleetwood Mac experience, you need to come to Liberty Park this Friday. Thank you all so much for joining us.
Thanks for having us.
Contact Imagine Group, Tina Gibson.
Yes.
for
There you
booking.
go.
Imagine Music. That's right. Tina helps us with all of our shows.
best.
She is amazing. Yes,
We love her.
really, that is the reason we get to have such a great and amazing talent come to Mooresville.
That's
Because,
right.
you know, Tina helps us get it. We've got the hookup, right? So a couple things we want to talk about other than our Rock the Park concert series that you have to come to this Friday. We have a couple other things going on that I want to let everyone know about. So our Rock the Park concert series runs from May through September. It is the first Friday of every month except July. We do the second Friday because of July 4th. We like to observe that holiday. Our next show is going to be August 2nd, and that is going to be a special Saturday show because we are bringing platinum recording artist 38 Special to Rock the Park. We'll have an opening act. We will have an amazing show. We'll still have food trucks. We're actually doing a mashup event with the food truck festivals or Festival of Food Trucks in Mooresville. So it's going to be a special, even more special, because it's Festival of the Food Trucks on Main Street, and it's Rock the Park in Liberty Park. So this is just going to be huge. We're going to take over the downtown area. We're going to have great music, great food. So it's something you don't want to miss. That's on August 2nd. That's Saturday. Show, well, actually, it's 5 to 8:30, but we'll have music starting at like 6 o'clock all through our National Act 38 special. I think starts at 7. Alyssa's been promoting it all. So if you're seeing it on social media and all the things, she's your girl. If you got
38
questions.
Special, they sound great these days.
Yeah,
a lot of
they
times,
put on a good show.
A lot of times, a classic rock band, you're kind of hit or miss. No, these guys, my daughter saw them a few weeks ago, and I mean, just
they were in
spectacular.
Charlotte.
Right.
Yes.
That's actually why we waited to announce. I know everyone's like,
figured
who's the
that, yeah.
band?
Mhm.
But we had to wait till June 28th because that we had to get through their Charlotte show
obligated,
first.
yeah.
Because that's a ticketed show and we're having a free show. So they got to sell those tickets. But yeah, you heard it. Free show for the community. All of our shows are free. We have some great sponsors that allow us to offer these this program free for the community. Rock the Park is presented by Habit Burger. We also have some other great sponsors that, you know, contribute and help make it possible. It's State Farm, Avalon Bay, Piedmont Healthcare. So we have some awesome support from local businesses. Another event that is coming up it'll be our last Rock the Park. We're going to close out on September 5th with a Jimmy Buffett tribute, Buffett and Beyond, because you can't have summer without Jimmy Buffett.
That's right.
Right? Like you got to have, you got to have Jimmy, man. And we haven't done Jimmy in a couple years. So are you going to play some Jimmy? I love it. You guys just do the Jimmy tribute too, right? It sounds like we can just do all the genres. I love it. And then September 13th is the big shebang. It's like the biggest thing we do all year. So September 13th is the Bands, Brews, and Barbecue Festival.
There it is.
Yeah.
And we will have this year, let's see, our headlining acts are Night Ranger and I can't say the other one.
Come on.
I can't say it. I'm not allowed to announce it yet. Yep. So we'll tell you the other one later.
Gotcha.
And then we're going to have lots of food trucks, and we're going to have over 20 food trucks. Then we're going to with the greatest barbecue. And we're going to have, what else are we going to have, Alyssa? We're going to have a family fun zone.
I mean, this year I feel like it's going to be more like geared for the music.
Yeah.
Obviously, we will have the brews and
We have
the
like
barbecue.
3 bands.
Yes, but like we're going heavy on having enough space because we are going to have
Yes. And don't worry if you can't get a seat on the lawn. We're actually going to bring in live stream screens that are going to be all around the park. We're going to rent like 100 picnic tables. We're going to have them everywhere.
That's cool.
Yes.
Nice.
So you don't have to just be crammed in this park. You're going to be able to really enjoy the music from the entire downtown area.
Beer garden.
Yes.
That's
Beer
a good
garden.
place to enjoy the music.
That really is the place. Go to the beer garden, watch the live stream screen. Don't worry about getting on the crowded lawn. Just hang out and chill and hear some great music. Yeah, it's going to be a fun time. And then October 16th, we will have the North Carolina Music Hall of Fame induction ceremony. Our tickets are sold out, but I think WSIC is doing a giveaway. So look at that WSIC News Facebook page, all the Instagram, all the socials, and you can get some tickets. Luke Combs is performing, y'all, so don't miss out. Go to mooresvilleevents.com to hear about all the things coming up. Thank you, The Chain. Everybody.
Thank you so much.
All right.
Thank you. We'll see you Friday.
All right, everybody have a great week. Come see us Friday at Liberty Park.
Serving you better than ever before. 105.9 100.7 WSIC, Statesville.